Hey, hello Kashif. So this video, after installing all the virtual machines, just like I collected like in groups. So you have here the routers, the 5 routers. I put it in a group. If you want to make it, you're gonna select what you want. For example, I'm gonna select this one, that one, that one with Shift key, and just right click and choose group. Okay, I already make it, so group, and name the group, for example this routers group. So now if you just make here, press or click this greater than icon or symbol, you're gonna see what is the 5 routers here. Okay, and I did this with the Windows 10 group. Yeah, we have like 6 machines. We install Windows 10, and for the others there is server 2016 graphical user interface. From the previous video, there is some we have to install it with core server, but since we have a problem with installation, I choose to I used to install Windows Server 2016 graphical user interface for all machines. So we have like 7 machines with 2016 graphical user interface, and that is okay because with the graphical user interface you already have the command line and you can do whatever you want to do. So now we gonna start in the configuration. So if you go to the figure here, you have, we're gonna start with the routers, which is the red ones. Okay, we're gonna start with this one, LAN router 1 2. So we have here five LANs: LAN 1, LAN 2, LAN 3, LAN 4, and LAN 5. And there is net if you want to go internet, so this computer can access internet from inside to outside. So the 5 LANs here, these are the configuration of the 5 LANs. Okay, so there is LAN 1 172.21.00, and the net mask is 16 or 255.255.00. So we're gonna start to configure this. To configure this, you can go to the virtual box, and in tools you're gonna just click here and go to network. With the network you can create what's called VBox net. Okay, so this is the first LAN. So if you want to create, I already created, but we can create one for you. So create, this is gonna be VBox net 5, and just go properties or right click or double click, right click and properties, oh yeah, here, and you can start to configure it manually. So you can enter the IP addresses, so here, and the net mask. So here, so we're gonna, for example, enter 172.21.0.1, and the net mask is gonna be 16. Okay, and create another one. So we have to create 5 networks. Okay, so this one we're gonna just remove it, we don't need it, and we have from net 0 till net 4, because this is the 5 LANs. Okay, after that we're gonna go to each virtual machine and choose which LAN we're gonna use. So if you go to the figure again, here you have LAN router 1 2. This LAN router or this router, it is already Windows 2008, Windows Server 2008, but you're gonna use 2008 as a router, okay? So here there is two interface. One go to LAN 2 and the other one go to LAN 1. So we have to define two interfaces for this router. For this router, we're gonna define two interfaces. For this router, we're gonna define three interfaces. LAN 3 here, LAN 5 here, and LAN 4 here. So it depends on the router itself. So we're gonna go for LAN router 1, 2, which is this one. Okay, here. So we have to go and define two LAN interfaces. So go to settings and network, and here there is adapter 1, adapter 2, adapter and so on. So adapter 1, I choose it host only adapter. So host only adapter, and I choose to go to LAN 1 because before I'm gonna cancel here. Before I choose here network and I already adjust or configured 5 LANs. This LAN 1, LAN 2, LAN 3, LAN 4 and LAN 5. Okay, so LAN 1 meaning net 0, LAN 2 meaning net 1 and so on. So when you want to configure the interfaces in each virtual machine, just go settings and go to network, and there is adapter 1, adapter 2, adapter 3 and so on. You have 4 adapters only for each virtual machine. So for adapter 1, I'm gonna choose LAN 1. Go back to the figure. So here, this one is my adapter 1. This line here is gonna be this interface here is gonna be adapter 2, which is going to LAN 2. Okay, try to understand this one, because if you understand this one, we're gonna apply it with the other routers. So again, this LAN router 1, 2, settings, network, adapter 1, host only adapter, and we're gonna choose LAN 1, which is net 0. With adapter 2, I'm gonna just enable it, and host only adapter, and LAN 2, which is net 1. After that, I'm gonna go say OK, yeah, and just start your virtual machine. I already did, so this virtual machine is already working now. So okay, so with your virtual machine, okay, you have to do 3 things. Okay, it is gonna restart, that's okay, or log off. Yeah, okay, so there's some features you have to update it, that's okay. So this virtual machine, we have to do some stuff inside. First thing is we have to disable the firewall, because after we're gonna use ping to check the connectivity between the machines. So we have to disable the firewalls. The second thing is to enter IP addresses for these two IP addresses for the interface here, because here 254 is going to be the IP address from LAN 2, which is 172.22.0.254, and this IP address, which is in LAN 1, which is 172.21.0.253. So we have to identify these two IP addresses. After that, we have to configure the static routing, because this for example this LAN here or the machines here, suppose that this machine for example want to ping this machine here, or want to, for example, this is gonna be the DHCP server, which is gonna give the IP address for all of these machines. So you have to connect to this DHCP server. So we have to do that using what's called static routing. So you have to configure static routing for each router here. I'm gonna show you how to do that in a second. So okay, so just enter the password for your Windows, and yeah, so this is the manager here, server manager. The first thing is to enter the IP address as I told you. So go here, open network and sharing center. Oh, okay. So you see here, since you identify two interfaces, which is adapter 1 and adapter 2, you see two interfaces here. The first one, which connect to LAN 1, and this one connect to LAN 2. Okay, so just click here, properties, IP4, and just enter this IP address as I told you in the figure. So this, which is connect to LAN 1, yeah, so LAN 1 is here, so it's gonna be this one with LAN 1, so 172. It's gonna be 172.21.0.253.255.255.00, and the default gateway is gonna be the same, 172.16.0.253. Just okay. Yes. Okay. Close. Go to the other one. Here it is. IP4 and 172.22.0.254. And this is gonna be 255.255.00. If you want, you can you can write the same IP address here, which is 172.22.0.254, or you can leave it empty, no problem. Yes. Okay. Close. So here, if you go to server manager, okay, here, yeah. So now the first thing is I identify the IP address for the two interfaces. After that, I want to go to Windows Firewall to disable it. So this Windows Firewall here, yeah, so go turn Windows Firewall on or off. So just go here and turn it off. That's it. Okay, the third thing is to configure the static routing here. So as I told you, here you want to configure the other destinations, the other LANs, because these machines want to connect to the other machines. But how you configure it? So here this router sees this LAN 2, and see this LAN, which is LAN 1, because it is directly connected to these two LANs. via this interface here for LAN1 and for this interface for LAN2. But how about LAN3, LAN4 and LAN5? And if you want to go outside, how you can go outside, or how to connect to any machine in LAN4, for example. So this we have to configure what's called static routing. Static routing meaning you have to configure inside this router the LAN3, LAN4 and LAN5. To do that, you have to identify the what is called routing rule inside your Windows server. So with Windows Server, if you go to the server manager, you have rules, you have features and so on. So to configure the routing or the static routing, you have to add rule, and for the rule you have to choose what's called network policy and access services. Next, and here routing and the remote access service. So just choose it, next, and install. So now we install the routing rule. So we have to configure the static routing. Just a second, I'm gonna finish now the installation, and after that we're gonna start configuring the static routing. Okay, so we install it. So just we're gonna close, and here after installing it, it is here in the rules. Okay, so just to go to this network interfaces, you're gonna see your two interfaces here, local area connection, local area connection 2 and okay, loop back, and we need to go to just to IP version 4, and there is general which show the interfaces to, and the static routing. So with static routing, so we have to create new static route. So okay, so go to your figure again, and this is very important. So here you are here, right? So you want to configure how to go or how to reach LAN 3, because you reach already LAN 1 and LAN 2 because it's directly connected to your router here, right? So to go to LAN 3, you have to, which way you're gonna go to LAN 3. So you're gonna use this interface here because you're gonna go from here to there, right? So you're gonna use this interface which is local area connection, not local area connection 2, because local area connection 2 is already here. This local area connection 2. Okay, so we're gonna go use this interface because you're gonna go LAN 3, even if you want to go to LAN 4 or LAN 5 or outside. So you're gonna use this interface. Okay, after that you have to determine your destination. So my destination is LAN 3, which is 172. What is this? So 172. 23 0 0 and 255 255.0.0, and this is very important, the gateway. How you gonna go to this LAN 3? If you go to your figure, you are here. So this, we're gonna use what is called next hub. Next hub meaning to go to LAN 3, you're gonna use this way. So you have to put this called next hub, meaning the nearest point or the nearest interface to you in your way. So you're gonna go use this way. So this is the nearest point here. See, this is your point here, and I want to go to this. Yeah, I want to use this point here. Okay, so this point is in LAN 1, so it is going to be 172.21.0 and 0.254. So 172.21 because in LAN 1, 0, 254. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we add this for LAN 3. So we're gonna create again new static route with the same interface. So 172, but now 24, 0, 0, 255, 255, 0, 0, and again here to go to LAN 4, we're gonna use next hub to you is gonna be the same point here, which is 172.21, 0, 254. Okay, we're gonna add a new one. So the same 170, but this one is gonna be LAN 5, 172.25, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 255, 255, 0, 0, this is net mask, and 172.21, 0, 254. Okay, so this is the if you want to go from here to LAN 3, LAN 4, LAN 5. Okay, if you want to go outside, if you want to go internet, for example, so you're gonna take this way to internet, right? So to take this way, you're gonna use this point as the gateway, next hub for you, but you're gonna say I want to go internet, so meaning 0, 0, 0, 0 with a subnet mask 0, 0, 0, 0, and I'm gonna use 172.21, 0, 254, the same gateway or the next hub. Okay, so finish. Just I'm gonna close this one. So I finished. Configure it. Okay, yeah. So that's okay. Okay, can we get it? This computer only one user can add all feature at a time to prevent. Okay. Okay, that's good. No problem. Yeah. So we configure these three things here, and we're gonna start for the other router. Okay, yeah, so just I'm gonna configure the router 2 and come back to this one. So we have to go to VirtualBox and configure it. I'm gonna stop now because the video is gonna be very long. So stop.